Hi, my name is Drew, and if we haven't met before, welcome to ReadyBudgetGo. If this isn't your first time here, welcome back. It's always good to see you again. It's Tuesday, so I've got the Batman binder for some savings challenges and the Green Lantern binder for the Celebration Savings Challenges. I'm putting money toward the big move, which just got approved this week, and I need to get busy saving so that I've got enough to chase my life dreams. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get started with Celebration Savings. This binder, pardon my reach here, has a spread for every single month of the year. I started in November, which is why it's already got a couple months done in here, but we're working on January, so let me get out a dice tower, and then I also need to, I need to put it together correctly for one thing. Okay, and then I need a die to roll, because I am always just so prepared here. So I've got 6 spots left on the scratch and save portion, which is the birthstone. Just scoot it up, make sure everything's in view here as best I can. So we're going to scratch number 2, 1, and 2. And that is the 9. So that might be the only number that I scratched this week. I might, realistically, I should come back and do another one, but I've already gotten 2 big ones, so I think I'm going to leave that, and I'll do 3 dice rolls instead. So 1, which is 4. Let me write that here. We'll use a blue pen this week. So 4, 3, and 2. And then I'm also going to fill in 3 of the champagne flutes. So let's do that here. I think the yellow that I picked last week was a little too aggressive for champagne, and it looks like this week might be the same. So I might need to experiment with some other colors here. Champagne is kind of a amber color, and this is pretty yellow. It looks like it might be it looks like it might be a different liquid entirely. All right, so we've got 5, 10, 15, 24 plus 9 is $33. So 20, 30, 32, 33. And let's add that to what's already in here for January from last week. The paperclip money is from previous months. So okay, so far we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 2, 4, and 5. 65. So I'm going to keep it 10, and I'm going to put this $55 back. So 2 20s, a 10, 2 2s, and a 1 for a 50 and a 5. So still $65, just more condensed. Okay. So that is that. And now I can't remember because I need to write it down, and I can't remember how much it was. So it was 15, 24, 33. That's right. Okay. So $33. And the reason that I'm writing everything down is that I have a goal of saving $250 a week, but I'm using this prop money. And I don't want to get in the habit of using smaller bills and having to fill those in, and it just gets to be real messy. So this is the way that I keep myself on track. Normally in the Paint by Sticker book, I save $50 a week, but the stickers for Venice, there's 187 of them, and I'm on the 4th week, so that means I need to save 37 there. So I'll pick up some extra money along in here somewhere. Okay, so that is it for the Celebration Savings Binder. Let's move into the Batman Binder, and let's go through it as we do. We're going to start with the 1 through 40 challenge. This is from Eva at Budget Your Life. And if you know the story behind it, then you already know. But if you don't, it is from a few months ago when Eva went on a girls' trip to Savannah, and there were all these giveaways, and it was picking number 1 through 40, and I kept picking 40, and it was never 40. So Now I have this challenge from her, and I put in $40 every single week, and I'm including the other 40s in here, as well as all these 40s. So this is going to save a boatload of money. And it looks like there's just a placeholder in here currently, so I will stick the $40 in. I already wrote this down because I knew what the number was going to be. Now we're going to do the Undersea challenge. This is by April at April's Fresh Start, and it was given to me in a giveaway by Kimmy at Kimmy's Corner. And there's 6 spots left, and today I'm going to scratch number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right down here. And it's an 8. So let me clean that off. And we'll take out, let's see if we can condense here. Looks like we definitely can. Yes, so I'm going to put back 42 and take out a 50. Okay, so that all goes back in, and I'm going to make sure that I write down $8 for the Undersea challenge. Up next is mine. This is a giveaway. This is the 2026 challenge. I gave this away in October, November, and December of 2025 as kind of a New Year promo in my Etsy shop. So these are all gone, and I'm just going to fill one in. I'm just doing the racetracks this time through. The next time through, I'll fill in all the 2s, and then after that, all the 0s, so I can use it 3 times. But for now, we'll just do this. Okay, and let's see what we can condense, if anything, in here. 50, 70, 80, so plus 20 is going to be another 100. So there's already a 100 placeholder in there, and now there's another. This is another one that I already filled in because I knew what it was going to be. The 7 virtues and the 7 deadly sins. Let's get that savings challenge out here. I think I've got them. There they are. And we've got the 80s and the 12 Days of Christmas, and all of them came out kind of all at the same time. All right. So the way that I do this is I roll a die, and that tells me which one to do. Then I roll for heads or tails, and then I roll again to see which one to scratch off. So we're going to do number 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is sloth and diligence. So if it's even, I do the virtue. If it's odd, I do the sin. It's even, so we're doing the virtue, the diligence. And we're going to scratch number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is going to be $7. So that is the only one that I'll do this week on this challenge. So 5 and 7. Set these aside. Add them to the envelope. And it looks like we can condense. Ooh, we can condense a whole lot here. All right. So we have in total 50, 70, 95, 97, 99, 101. So I'm going to put all of this back and take out a 100 and a 1. Bear with me, please, while I put this money back away. And yes, it's all prop money. The reason that I use prop money, if you're new or if you haven't seen one of these videos before, is that I transfer money directly from my checking account to my high yield savings. So it does me not much good to pull the cash out, put it in envelopes just to put it in the high yield. Okay, so that was $7 for this challenge this week. Up next, we're going to do the 80s. Totally 80s. And for this challenge, I need a D10. So let me get that out. There's the D10. And we're going to do number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Bite Me. And we will do number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one has $8, so that's the only one I'm going to do on this one. This is a $500 savings challenge available on my Etsy shop. So 5, 7, and 8. Put these away, and let's see what's in here. Oh, well, we can definitely condense. Looks like we're going to get to $100 exactly. 50, 70, 90, 5, 7, 9, 100. Fantastic. Okay, so there's the 100. Put everything else away. I'm putting more bills in the cash tray than I'm taking out. All right. So the 80s got $8. Next is destination savings, and let's see where we're going this week. We are headed to Geneva. And on these, I'm doing the highest one that's left, which looks like it's going to be the hotel for 9. So let me cross that off here. And I will put Geneva in the bottom, or at the bottom. And it's got some in it already. 55, 79. Okay, so there's the 9, and I'm going to condense the 10 and 2 5s for a 20. So far, 174, and this is a $500 challenge. So we're about a third of the way through. Okay, so destination was 9. Next is going to be save the plates. And this week we are going to Oklahoma. So I'm going to roll a d6, number 6, so that'll be the 5. And let's see, let me find that green marker. There it is. Just going to use the Sharpie this week because that's within the easiest reach. Oh, coloring is just not my forte, especially when it's got all these curves and bends. Okay. Well, it's not the prettiest, but it'll do the trick. Save the Plates is a $1,500 challenge, so this one I'll be working on for quite some time. Also available on my Etsy shop, so we'll put Oklahoma in the bottom. Face up so we know that it's done. $5, and it looks like we can condense. Yep, just 2 5s for a 10. So far, this has $64. So it's not rapid start or hot out of the gate, but it's moving along, a little bit at a time. So $5 there. Okay, next is going to be save by color. So this one, I need to get the binder out of the way. Oops, and I took out all the prop money and everything with it. There we go. So I need the rainbow dice. So let me set these aside. And I will get the rainbow dice out. And I roll all of these. And that will tell me what I save for each color. So I'm working on the bigger side. And when you do all of these, the total amount that you save... Oops, this is in the totally wrong order. The total amount that you save is $1,008. There's also another side that has fewer dice rolls, and that saves $504 with all 6. Okay, so let me get the dry erase marker out. Oh, wow. Okay, well, it's a good thing I need to save a lot of money this week. All right, so red is a 6. Orange is a 3. Yellow is a 2. Green is a 6. Blue is a 6, and purple is a 4. So I need to save $6, $12, $18, $20, $24, $27 this week. I think that's the highest I've gotten. All right. So let's get the binder back out. And $27. 25, 27. And I'm going to take the two 20s and the 10 back for a 50. So far, this challenge has 100, 200, 300, and 55, 57, $58. Okay. So that all goes in. There we go. We'll write in $27 for Save by Color. Up next is Rainbow Dice. And in this game, I used the different colored dice of different denominations. So let me pick all of these up. And we'll get out those dice. Now last week, I rolled them and everything was like a 1 or a 2. So I ended up saving about, I don't know, $12 or something like that. But let's see how we do this week. Hopefully I get some bigger numbers. Not huge, but bigger than last week. Okay, so we've got a red D12, an orange D10, a yellow D8, a green D6, a blue D4, and a purple D3. Yep, small numbers again. Well, the D10 did okay, but all right. So in Rainbow Dice, for the D3, we got a 3. And the D4 got a 3. Oops. And the D6 got a 5. Just redoing the ones from last week. The D8 got a 4. The D10 got a 9. And the D12 got a 2. The D12 was rolling the low numbers here. All right, so all of those are recorded. And let's see. I need to save 3, 6, 15, 20, 22, 26. So 25, 26. Yeah, last week was only $11. So, all right. So far we have $37, and I'm going to put back 2 1s for a 2. Switch that to the landscape dashboard. And filming amnesia has set in, so let me count this up again. So 3, 6, 15, 26 for Rainbow Dice. Okay, up next is Corny Sayings. And for this one, I have just been rolling a d6, and since I have this green d6, I may just as well send it down. So a 5, and I'm going to do 2 this week. 5 and a 1. Alrighty. So Corny Sayings is going to be $6. Let's mark off a 5 and a 1 on here. And add in $6 into the envelope. But it looks like I can swap a 5 for a 10 and then a 1. So far, 120, 31. I'm working on these one at a time. I was originally doing all of them and just kind of picking at random, but now I've decided to do one at a time, so there's a miscellaneous amount of money in here. Okay, 12 Days of Christmas is next. And for this one, I have only got the higher numbers left, so I'm using this special D6 that only has 7 through 12 on it. And we're doing number 7 this week. So let's see. Where is number 7? That looks like the 7 swans. There's 3 left, so let me roll this D3. Still have it handy. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. So we'll go right down here. $3. And I think I may do one more, but let me clean this up first. And we'll take out 3 just to make sure we don't forget. Get this one back. Number 12. Okay, that is the 12 drummers drumming, and we've got quite a few on here, so let's roll a d10. And where's the d10? There it is. Number 1. So we'll do this first one. $5. So a total of $8 going into the 12 days of Christmas this week. I'm not saving this for Christmas, I'm just using the challenge. I've been working on it for quite some time, and I think this is on about the 4th different goal that it's gone to, but that's okay. When it's done, I'll probably re-sticker it and do it again. Who knows? Okay, so a total of 8, and in this challenge, we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 42 plus 8 is going to make 50, so let me get all this in order. Yep, there's the 50. So I'm going to swap that for a 50. So 350, 150 left to go in the 12 days of Christmas. And we put $8 in there this week. Up next is going to be the 12 face cards. Let me close this up, get this out of the way, get that challenge out. It's sitting right here. I am going to roll a d12. There we go. Number 7, which is the Jack of Diamonds, the Trojan warrior. There's information on the back that tells you about who that is. That's Hector. And there are 9 spaces left, so I'll roll a d10. Number 3, 1, 2, 3. 15 again. I think we found 15 last week. 15 is the highest on all of these. This is a big saver. So 10 and 15. It's going into this envelope. Let me write that down here. Okay. Set these aside, get the binder back out. Oops, wrong envelope. Wrong envelope, wrong envelope. I heard you. Okay, 12 face cards. Oh, goodness. Okay, this challenge has 500, 20, 30, 45, 51. So once again, we're going to swap all this for a 50. 20, 30, 40, 550. So still 551. This is well over $2,000 when all is said and done, so still quite a ways to go. And now, I need to figure out how much I have left to save, and that will determine what I put in the Sparkle savings. And I might revisit some other challenges if I'm far enough behind the $250 goal. So I've got the calculator out. Just going to get some light, make sure that the solar cells have enough. And let's see how much we've saved so far. So 37, 33, 40, 7. Nope, that's an 8. Okay, 37, 33, 40, 8, 20, 7, 8, 9, 5, 27, 26, 6, 8, and 15. 249. Haha. Well, I need to put something into the Sparkle savings, so I'm going to do one $5 space and save that. That'll put me at total of 254 this week, so that will go toward the big move. I will transfer that from savings or from checking into savings, and you'll see that on the weekly reel, which comes out on Friday. But for now, let me go over to the Sparkle savings here and get out the red pen and mark off a 5. There we go. And let's put the $5 in and see what this challenge has in it so far. So far, out of $1,500, it has 5, 6, 7, 8, 50, 65. So more than halfway. But when this finishes, I will just start over and keep doing them, because I like using my challenges as much as I can, getting the full use out of them. So that is it for Savings Challenge Tuesday, for putting money toward the big move. And like I say, I got to get busy saving more toward it. So I'm really going to be looking at the February budget once I have an idea of what my income will be and how much surplus I'm going to have in January, and seeing how much I can shove into the savings for February. So this binder might get put on the fast track. We'll see. And if you'd like to follow along with me, be sure and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and until I see you in the next one, take care.